You lift, you eat clean, you show up. But something's still missing. Your gains are slow, your energy's low, and the progress you want just won't come. You're not alone, and the real problem might be something you do behind closed doors. In this video we'll reveal why your gym progress stalls after fapping. The silent habit that's killing your strength, focus, and consistency. Let's break it down. 1. Post-ejaculation fatigue drains your strength. The first and perhaps most misunderstood factor in why your gym progress might be stalling after fapping is the physiological state your body enters after ejaculation. Scientifically, this shift is called moving from the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight mode, to the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. While this transition is natural and necessary in moderation, repeated stimulation through masturbation, especially when it's excessive, can keep your body locked in that low energy state. In this rest mode, your heart rate drops, blood flow slows, and your muscles relax. This is the exact opposite of the state you want your body in when you're aiming to lift heavy, push through tough workouts, or hit personal bests. Now imagine starting your gym session right after entering that parasympathetic state. Your CNS, central nervous system, is subdued. Your mental alertness is foggy. Your body wants to chill, not challenge itself. So what happens? You drag through your workout, your reps are sluggish, your muscles don't contract with full force, and even if your diet and programming are solid, you're simply not able to bring the intensity your body needs to grow. This isn't about demonizing the act itself, it's about understanding frequency and timing. Fapping every day or worse, multiple times a day, keeps your body from operating in its peak fight state. Over time, this builds a dangerous pattern: low energy, low motivation, and low drive, the three ingredients that kill consistency and gains. Athletes who abstain report a sharp difference. Their lifts feel stronger, their endurance improves, they feel more on. And while some of this may be psychological, much of it is hormonal and neural. Simply put, your energy levels are biologically lower post-ejaculation, and you're using your valuable training hours in a state where your body is trying to recover instead of perform. The compounding effect is critical. It's not that one session of fapping ruins one workout, it's that this slow erosion of energy and intensity adds up day after day, week after week. Before you know it, your plateau isn't a programming issue, it's a discipline issue. And the worst part, most guys don't realize this connection. They blame their diet, their trainer, their genetics. But the truth is, they're stealing energy from their own body before it ever reaches the barbell. 2. Lower testosterone means slower muscle growth. If strength, muscle mass, and drive had a mascot, it would be testosterone. This hormone isn't just important for men, it's essential. Testosterone is the key player in protein synthesis, muscle repair, bone density, and even fat distribution. When your levels are optimal, your body is primed to grow, recover, and dominate in the gym. But here's where things get complicated. Frequent masturbation and ejaculation can disrupt the natural rhythm of testosterone production. While one-off sessions may have minimal impact, repeated releases train your endocrine system to operate in a low testosterone environment. In fact, some studies have shown that testosterone levels spike after 7 to 10 days of abstinence. That's not spiritual talk, it's biochemical reality. Your Leydig cells, which produce testosterone, get time to recharge. Your hormonal balance resets. You regain that primal edge. Now let's compare that to someone who faps every day. His body doesn't get a break. The hormonal system is constantly playing catch-up. And the end result is suboptimal testosterone levels, even if technically within the normal range. Let's break down what this low T level actually means in training. Reduced protein synthesis. This means the food you eat, no matter how rich in protein, is not efficiently converted into muscle mass. Longer recovery time. Your DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, stays longer. Your joints ache more. You feel drained even after light sessions. Lower aggression in lifts. Testosterone fuels mental aggression in the gym, the kind you need to hit PRs, push limits, and stay laser focused. Lower libido and confidence. These spill into your mindset, affecting posture, social behavior, and ultimately, motivation. NoFap isn't just about discipline, it's about hormonal optimization. When you hold your seed, your body doesn't waste precious minerals like zinc, selenium, and magnesium, all of which are crucial in testosterone production. You protect your hormonal gold. This isn't to say masturbation destroys testosterone completely, but it chips away at the peak you could have reached. And in the world of strength training, even a 5-10% difference in testosterone can mean the gap between making gains or staying stuck. 3. Mental discipline collapses with each relapse. Lifting weights isn't just a physical act, it's a mental war. Every rep is a negotiation between comfort and progress. And guess what drives you toward progress? Discipline. The ability to delay gratification, to do what's needed, not what's easy. Here's where masturbation sneaks in as the silent killer. Every time you give in to the urge to fap, especially when you're doing it to escape boredom, stress, or emotion, you weaken that mental muscle. You teach your brain pleasure now is more important than reward later, and this directly spills into the gym. Let's say you're midway through a brutal workout. Your muscles are burning, you're sweating bullets, your brain whispers, just stop at 8 reps, who cares? That's the exact same whisper you obeyed last night when you said just this once, and relapsed. This isn't exaggeration, it's neural patterning. The brain doesn't isolate habits, it generalizes behavior. If you train your brain to constantly seek quick pleasure, it will apply that wiring to other areas. Quitting workouts early, skipping gym days, binging junk food, scrolling for hours instead of sleeping. NoFap builds the opposite habit, resistance. When you resist the urge to fap, especially when you're tempted, you're flexing the same mental muscle required to push through workouts, follow diets, and stay consistent. Every successful resistance becomes proof. I'm in control. And control is power. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about recognizing patterns and breaking the ones that weaken you. It's about choosing growth over gratification. Fapping might give you 10 seconds of escape, but it costs you 10 years of potential if it becomes a habit that dominates your choices. 4. Reduced dopamine sensitivity. Kills your motivation. Dopamine is the brain's motivation molecule. It's what gives you the drive to get up, go hard, and feel rewarded afterward. But like any system, it can be broken, and frequent fapping is one of the fastest ways to destroy your dopamine sensitivity. Here's how it works. Every time you watch porn and masturbate, your brain receives an intense surge of dopamine, more than you'd get from food, gym, or even sex. Over time, your brain adapts to this constant flooding. It builds tolerance, and eventually normal things like working out just don't excite you anymore. This is why gym motivation dies after heavy porn use. Your brain doesn't respond to real effort-based reward anymore. It wants quick, intense hits. But lifting weights, that's delayed gratification. That's effort. So the brain tunes out. Worse, you stop feeling proud after workouts. You stop celebrating discipline, because nothing feels as stimulating as the last dopamine spike you got from the screen. This leads to a vicious loop. You fap, bro, dopamine spike. You go to the gym, row, no dopamine reward. You feel bored, skip gym. You fap again, row, chase stimulation. And the cycle repeats. NoFap resets that cycle. After 7-14 days of abstinence, dopamine receptors begin to heal. You start finding joy in hard work again. The gym feels rewarding again. Life starts to light up without external stimulation. This isn't magic, it's neurobiology. You're reteaching your brain to feel satisfaction from effort, not escape. 5. Poor sleep from fapping. Ruins recovery. Muscle isn't built in the gym, it's built in your sleep. That's when your body produces growth hormone, repairs micro tears, and recalibrates your nervous system. But all of this hinges on one condition: deep, high-quality sleep. Here's the problem. Many people use masturbation as a sleep aid. They think it helps them relax. But biologically, frequent ejaculation, especially at night, can disrupt your natural circadian rhythm. You may fall asleep quickly, but the quality of sleep suffers. You experience lighter REM cycles, increased awakenings, and reduced time in deep sleep. And guess what hormone is released during deep sleep? Growth hormone, the key to muscle recovery. Poor sleep doesn't just delay recovery, it destroys your gym performance. Here's what happens. You wake up groggy, your muscles stay sore longer, your focus tanks during workouts, your testosterone production dips even further. Now combine that with all the effects we've already discussed: low discipline, low dopamine, and low energy. That's a full system crash. When you cut out fapping, especially before bed, you start sleeping deeper. Your brain enters restorative cycles, your body heals faster, you wake up with natural energy, and your workouts become more intense, more focused, and more effective. Great sleep is a non-negotiable for gains. And cutting the nighttime fap ritual might be the easiest fix with the biggest reward. Your progress isn't just about the reps you do in the gym, it's about what you do outside it. If you're constantly draining your body and mind through masturbation, you're sabotaging your own success. Want real change? It starts with self-control. Subscribe to NoFap Nation for real talk, hard truths, and strategies that transform you mentally, physically, and emotionally. Your discipline is your edge. Protect it.